There's something that happened when I was still working in the school that made me to understand that children can act completely different in different environments. So a mom came over to check on child, a child's activity in school to know how well the child is doing. And the teacher complained that that child does not really relate with other students well. He barely talks and is very quiet in class. The mom was like, this is really strange because my child is very, very active at home. He speaks, he talks, he plays, and is very free. So I feel like this thing is something that many parents can relate to. Sometimes when we go to, speak to the teachers of our children, we'll be surprised at some things the teacher would say about them. And you'll be like, is this the same child that I know at home? Should I be worried? Is there something I need to do differently that will make this child act better? But the thing is that children don't always show the same side of themselves everywhere. Yes, I don't know how they do it, but they tend to act differently when they're in a new environment. Sometimes they're reserved, sometimes they're overly excited. And I just want to know that a child being quiet in a particular place does not automatically mean that something is wrong with that child. And of course, it is very, very important to pay attention to your child if there is a concern about development, about communication, or their behavior. But sometimes you simply have a child with a different personality. Maybe a child who watches before it starts to act. Maybe a child that gets cold when it's in a different environment. And that is what you're going to tackle. Maybe a child who feels safest when they're in their comfort zone, that is at home with you. Now, I want to ask, has any teacher, family member, or friend ever said something about your child that completely shocked you? Like, this is not the child I have at home. I want you to tell me in the comment section. Let me get to know.